Good morning, everybody. I'm Kristen Mink. I represent District 5, the east side of the county, and I'm so glad to be here with you all today to recognize some really incredible work that has been happening and that continues to happen on the eviction prevention front here in East County. We've had an incredible partnership that has come together through intensive work, collaboration, communication between community members, volunteers, nonprofits, faith institutions, resettlement agencies, the county, and the state. And because of that intensive work, we have together helped to prevent the eviction and continue the housing for over 377 individuals. And 377 is the floor. That's how many of we have a good tally of the number of refugees who were part of this effort, but there are many more folks beyond that who are not refugees who are also involved in this effort. So because of the work of many of the folks here standing with me today, hundreds of people are now housed because of their collaboration who would not have been otherwise. So thank you all so very much. Quick round of applause for that. So in a moment, I'm gonna pass the mic down for everybody. If you could just say your name and who you are with that brings you to this space. But so folks know what these different entities have been doing. I'm just going to share a little bit. First, I want to note that Delegate Lorig Sharkoudian, who represents District 20, who wanted to be here today but is doing other important work and is represented today by her amazing staffer, Rose Stutz, has been a vital partner in helping us to coordinate with the state entities, helping us to secure necessary funding at the county level and for our partners, and has just been an amazing collaborator. Services to End and Prevent Homelessness under County HHS and their case management team, they have done incredible work. The caseloads that our case managers have on the CEF team are large and growing. We have increased them in the budget, which I appreciate, and they continue to do amazing work. HHS East County Regional Services Team, the Silver Spring office, just amazing work. The resettlement agencies, including Lutheran Social Services and the International Rescue Committee, have been vital partners. Our nonprofit partners like HIP, the Housing Initiative Partnership, everyday canvassing and making sure that we were finding folks who needed to be found, who needed support. Project Safe is a group that came together really around this effort. Especially with members of the faith community, the Muslim community, who came together to make sure that we were providing culturally competent, linguistically accurate services and case management. They did fundraising. They fundraised $10,000, and they continue to provide on a totally volunteer basis intensive case management to families. ISWA, the Islamic Society of the Washington area, provided volunteer case management, access to resources, including English classes, food, clothing, and more. The Muslim Community Center, MCC, they raised over $200,000 to help support these families, providing volunteer case management, including in Pashto, Dari, and Arabic. The Enclave Tenant Association, that organizing started again back just at the beginning of my term, and they do such incredible work on the ground at the Enclave, helping to support folks to prevent their eviction, as well as rapid response work if somebody does face eviction, to make sure there are folks who are there on the ground when they see those sheriffs arrive. You're gonna have the Enclave Tenant Association leading a rapid response down there to make sure that if folks don't know how to get in touch with the county, that happens, securing moving trucks, and helping to make sure, ensuring that folks' belongings are not being picked up and nobody's walking away with them, and helping to make sure that there is nobody who is left without knowing where they are going to be at night. That is now being services that are being provided by volunteers, residents of the Enclave Tenant Association, and other, now that is spreading, other apartment buildings are chipping in as well, and it's an effort that is growing to try to make sure that no one anywhere is left in that situation all alone. So clearly this is really a team effort, and I really wanted to lift up the fact that we have community, we have resettlement agencies, we have the faith community, and we have government all coming together, and that is what has really made this work and been so very effective. So I am very personally grateful as a person who represents a district where so much of this has been unfolding. And I know I speak on behalf of the council when we say that we are very, very grateful for all of the work that you all have put into keeping our community safe. I'm going to pass the mic down, and if you could just share your name and who you are with.
Hi, I'm Tasnuva Khan. I am the Executive Director of Faith Alliance for Community Equity and Sustainability, Inc., and also team member of Project Safe. We are the fiscal sponsor of Project Safe.
Hi, I'm Pascal Lemaire. I'm the Vice President of the Enclave Tenant Association. Moving on.
Good morning. My name is Tania Chestnut. I'm the President of the Enclave Tenant Association with Progressive Maryland, also part of Housing Justice Montgomery.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sergio Nyengo, member of the Tenant Association, community organizer with AIM. And
Good morning. I'm Sandra Marshall, social work supervisor with Silver Spring Housing Stabilization Services. Many of my team were instrumental in helping the residents at the Enclave.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Anthony Young. I'm the current administrator for Housing Stabilization Services. We appreciate the City Council's efforts and support, as well as the general public, to support us in doing this work and moving forward.
Hi, I'm Christine Hong. I'm the Chief of Services to End and Prevent Homelessness, and so thankful to be part of this amazing collaboration that really accomplished an incredible feat.
Hey, my name is Ibrahim Alashi. I'm a community organizer with Housing Justice Montgomery and volunteer with Israel.
Hello, my name is Kumar Diawis. I'm the Office Services Coordinator for the Housing Stabilization Services under CEF. And it's an honor to be able to serve the community that I live in.
My name is Rose Stutz. I'm Chief of Staff to State Delegate Laura Charkoudian, representing her as she couldn't be here today.
I'm Rebecca Sosa with Department of Health and Human Services.
I'm Hugo Castaneda Fuentes. I'm with East County Coordination Program.
Danielle Alvarado Davis. I'm the Program Manager for East County Coordination and Paint Branch Member Cluster Projects with DHHS.
Good morning. My name is Raina Bates. I work for Self Housing Stabilization, Georgia Avenue.
Good morning. My name is Amira Davis, and I also work for Self Housing Stabilization. I'm the Client Assistance Specialist.
Hi, my name is Roman Gadiso. I'm a case worker in Housing Stabilization Services in Silver Spring office. I just wanted to say thank you all council members. I am one of the case manager who got hired with the position that was approved by the council and proposed by our managers, and I'm able to do this impact. So thank you so very much for all your hard work.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Leon. I'm with Housing Initiative Partnership. I thank every single one of you here for eviction prevention. Seriously. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Nicole Graham, and I am a property manager within Montgomery County, and it's an honor to be here. Thank you, everybody, for all your assistance.
And I'm about to bring it back down here, but I first want to note Nicole, who very modestly said, "Oh, I'm a property manager." Nicole is really somebody who shows how everybody can find their place to make a huge impact, because she is a property manager who worked very closely with many of the people up here, as well as with my team, Ana Martinez, to help us find housing for folks who needed to move, for whom staying was not going to be an option. And it can be very, very hard, very difficult to find new housing for a family who is facing eviction. And so when we found Nicole, who has just been an absolute gem, that was a saving grace for many, many families. So we're so thankful for you for doing that and for providing that as an example of the type of work that can be done in a position like yours. So thank you.
Howdy, folks. Tino, he, him pronouns. I'm with Everyday Canvassing.
Morning, everyone. Hannah Stocks with International Rescue Committee.
Good morning. Ilhan Kagri from Project Safe.
Good morning. Amberine Hussein, co-founder of Project Safe, and I just wanted to echo Councilmember Mink's praise to Nicole Graham over there from the Waterford. Without her assistance and help, there would be so many families we would not have been able to give a second chance to, so we deeply thank her.
Usman Sarwar, MCC and member of Project Safe.
Okay, we're just going to do very, very brief remarks, then we'll head to the proclamation. Christine Hong, Director of SEF.
Thank you so much. And I have to provide just incredible acknowledgement to Councilmember Mink. Throughout this effort, she has been on the ground, countless texts exchanged to make sure that every family that we served, that's more than 60 families, did not lose their housing, and if they did, that their experience of homelessness was very short. And I just want to acknowledge you for what we accomplished together. I really appreciated the partnership. It meant so much, and it has made such an important change in our community in the way we work together. So I am so proud to be part of a county that works together in the way that we just have. And you can see, I mean, we impacted together close to 400 people's lives, more than half of whom are children. And we did it in a way that was about collaboration and compassion. And this group stood behind the effort the whole way and made it all possible. And I also want to acknowledge our county leadership, our executive, Earl Stoddard, behind the scenes, countless texts also, as well as our sheriff's office, who worked with us in a way they have not in the past. And I just have to acknowledge them for that, as well as our full council, who supported the resources we had, as well as our state government. And so we were able to accomplish what we needed to prevent this group of families from experiencing homelessness. And this is an example of what we can do for our entire community when we come together like this. So I'm so proud at a time like this to be part of Montgomery County. And I just want to express my heartfelt appreciation to all of these people and all of the people who are not here today who contributed to the work that we accomplished together.
Thank you so much, Christine. Tania?
Good morning. Just as I said earlier, I'm Tania Chestnut, part of the Enclave Tenant Association. I must say, I think most of my speech was done earlier, but we have this rapid response, and it's just been truly amazing. We've been able to help so many tenants to basically get moved out of the enclave. We helped them to find homes. We helped them to get services with HHS. All these people behind me have been there. We work together. We will continue to work together. And we ask the community to help us. With our rapid response, we have people in the community that came out, helped us to pack up people. We put items in trucks. We took items to different locations for these tenants. And it's just out of the goodness of their heart. So we ask as much help as possible. Help us. Help the community. And thank you, everyone, for helping. We so appreciate it. Kristen Mink, thank you.
Thank you, Tania. And last but certainly not least, Ilhan with Project Safe.
Thank you. I just wanted to echo what everybody has been saying, that this has been a very collaborative experience. What we accomplished in a very short period of time would not have been possible if it had not been for the collaboration of all the people here and the people who aren't here. And I just want to acknowledge Rebecca Sosa, who led this team of making sure everybody got together. And for the first time, what happened is we had people from the county, people from the community, people from the mosques, people from the resettlement organizations, all getting together to individually, one by one, look at each family and say, how can we make these families whole? How can we make them so that they reach self-sufficiency? I think it's really, really important to do that. The other thing is that, you recognized, Kristen Mink recognized MCC, the mosque, and they were amazing in giving out so much money when we needed money to help pay back rents. Project Safe got a lot more money than $10,000. We actually got cars. Ambreen Hussein, who introduced herself earlier. People called her and said, how can I help you? Well, you're doing good things. What can we do? And she said, well, I need a car so that people can, that people can be employed. Well, 2 checks showed up at her door that afternoon so that we could buy cars for people. People donated cars. And so there are angels walking around in our county who are so generous and so willing to help when we need it. And I think we need to understand that as a community, we're just such a generous, caring community. And I want to thank first the DHS staff, Ms. Sandra Marshall and the rest of the team. They were available for us all the time and really, really tried to not only meet the needs, but just do it of the people that were in danger of being evicted, but also to do it in a culturally competent way, which I was just so impressed by. And finally, I want to thank the County Council for providing the resources and the backing and the funding that we needed to make this possible. And all kudos to Kristen Mink, who was on the ground, day and night over the weekends. I mean, you could call her at any time. She would call me at any time if people were in trouble. So this is the kind of representation that we need. It's not part of her normal job. It's definitely outside of her normal business hours, but these are the kinds of people we have representing us in this county. So thank you, everybody who was involved in this effort.
Thank you, Elhan. Okay, and now I'm going to read the proclamation. Whereas a coalition of community members, nonprofits, religious institutions, resettlement agencies, and government representatives came together to develop solutions to prevent a large number of evictions from occurring in the East County area. And whereas county government representatives, including staff from the Department of Health and Human Services, Services to End and Prevent Homelessness, sought additional funding at the state and local levels and provided intensive case management while coordinating with resettlement agencies such as International Rescue Committee and Lutheran Social Services and Ethiopian Community Development Council. And whereas the Muslim Community Center, Islamic Society of the Washington area, and Project Safe provided volunteer case management to residents and connected them to resources, including helping them find employment and new homes. This volunteer team provided appropriate cultural and linguistic support, especially in Pashto, Dari, and Arabic. And whereas residents and grassroots organizations, including the Enclave Tenant Association, Everyday Canvassing, Housing Initiative Partnership, and more, formed a rapid response team that connected residents to eviction prevention resources and social services, as well as provided support on the day of eviction. And whereas, through the collaboration of various partners, the eviction of well over 300 individuals was prevented, and these community leaders continue to organize to prevent future evictions from occurring. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the County Council of Montgomery County, Maryland, hereby celebrates the East County Eviction Prevention Collaboration for your compassion and commitment to working with your neighbors and preventing individuals from being unhoused, presented on this 22nd day of July in the year 2025, signed by myself and Kate Stewart, Council President.